What's going on, Libra? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be your reading for the week of September 18th to the 24th, 2023. So in this reading, Libra, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy, some things you do not see coming, and also get some advice from your angels and spirit guides for you regarding September 18th to the 24th, 2023, and so much more, Libra. But before we begin this reading, as always, I do want to take a moment to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading. And I really do appreciate you, Libra, in advance for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this general reading happens to resonate with you, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. I would also really appreciate that over here at Libra. So without further ado, I'm now going to pull the energy and we'll see what is coming your way for September 18th to the 24th, 2023, Libra. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for Libra. Some of you might be just feeling a little bit unhappy this week. The sun showed itself in reverse, or unclear, either unclear or unhappy. We'll see. Hold on. Oh, hello. Clear that little speck out if it doesn't belong here. Yeah. Okay, very interesting energy that you have going on, Libra. The first frequency I get, some of you could be seemingly surrounded by people who love you, but you're going to have the feeling for the 18th to the 24th of like, is this really all that is? I really appreciate the love. I really appreciate this support. I get you getting like a lot of support from either family members or someone who cares about you deeply. It even could be coworkers treating you good or friends. Like I get people are honestly, for the most part, treating you really good, and you're just going to be like, is this really all there is? Why isn't this love satisfying me? Why isn't this enough? That type of thing. And there could be someone treating you. So I'm not going to get too ahead of myself. That's just the overall vibe that I get. So hold on. Oh. Yep. And there's an ex that wants you back, but they're sketchy as hell and they're immature and it's not good. I'm getting that very strongly. Or if it's not an ex, it's someone that you used to talk to. A door is being opened again. Hold on, Libra. Before we get into the tarot, let's go ahead and start this reading off with some pre-shuffled oracle cards from the universe for you for this upcoming week. And this is just some messages for you about the upcoming week. And the first one you have here is Power of Attraction. Power of Attraction, Libra. And so there is something coming to my mind for you to be aware about the 2 points of attraction that you have in this life. The first point of attraction that you have in this life is basically your free will human self. It's the way that you think, feel, and act based on your own free will as a human being. That's drawing things into your life based on the power of attraction, the law of attraction, whatever you want to call it, metaphysical law. The other point of attraction you have in your life is the point of your higher self. So these are things that you're attracting into your life based on your destiny, based off the plan that your soul did incarnate into this body for a specific reason. Your soul could see the timelines that would manifest. And so there's a second point of attraction that you have in your life, and that's the point of attraction from your higher self, or the walkway that you planned for yourself before incarnating. And what it's telling me to tell you is you're being confused because you're confusing the two. Right now, there's something going on with the second point of attraction, not the one that's just based off your thoughts, feelings, and actions, or free will. There's something going on with your higher self and your destined point of attraction that you've recently got over. So some of you feel like you're in this state where you just completed something from a higher level, from the destiny point of attraction that your soul signed up to complete. It may be a soul contract coming to an end. Something that you had to do, a theme that you had to experience is now coming to an end based off your higher self kind of destined thing. And now your free will is just kind of sitting here like, well, what now? And I'm getting for some of you, roles can be reversed. But what I can tell you for sure, Libra, is you've recently completed a cycle of manifestation and you're transitioning into another cycle. But for some of you, the transition is from the higher self one, and for some of you, it's from the free will one, and you have to know which one you are. I feel for a lot of you here, you're just in this phase where it's like, even if a lot is going on, it feels like nothing's going on. You can have a million daily responsibilities. You can have a million things going on. It's either you feel like this is just not enough. This can't be all that there is. Like some of you also intuitively know that you just completed a cycle of the second point of attraction, basically the one from your destiny point, the one that your soul, like the predestined one. You just completed a phase of that. And it's not necessarily satisfying to you. And so some of you are just going to be sitting here this week like, why did I have to do that if it's not even satisfying? Was that really aiding universal expansion? I don't know. But what I can tell you is don't get complacent. You might feel like a little bit tomfooey, or you might feel just a little bit like, what's the point of this all? There's got to be more out there. And I'm here to tell you, the happiest day of your life has not happened yet. Just do not quit. Do not get complacent right now, Libra, because I just feel like this little like, you know, the confused Libra feeling is coming back of like, what even is this? So, and then it's interesting, you have the perfection of your life. This is a reminder that all is occurring in divine order for you, Libra, and you're not forgotten. And it's like Spirit's giving me a visual of like the way that you feel is almost like, I understand that you create your reality first and foremost. There is no God up there who's just like, but the way that a lot of you are feeling is like the universe, your spirit guides, God almost like forgot you. They're like, oh yeah, Libra, oh yeah, we forgot to just even address their situation. So now we got to go back and make up for it. No, the universe is always watching. You think cameras are the only thing that is recording? No. The whole universe is recording. Your eyes are recording. Everything is being recorded at all times. The universe is always aware of what's going on. Not even a leaf falls from a tree without the universe's permission. So you've not been overlooked. Like a lot of you feel like God is overlooking you, or you feel like the universe is overlooking you. No, it's all happening according to the perfection of your life. But I'm telling you, the perfection of your life doesn't feel like the perfection of your life to your mind, because the ceiling of the ego or the ceiling of the mind is actually just the basement of the higher mind. So you can't imagine the best possible case scenario for yourself. So basically, this is also a quote that we are about as happy as we make our minds up to be, Libra. We're about as happy as we make our minds up to be. For most of you out there, you're not in some sort of intolerably suffering situation. And for some of you, obviously, a certain percentage of you are. But for most of you, I sense you're not in some sort of insufferable, tolerant, some sort of situation that's unbearable. And so the attitude to have is that it is perfect, even if it doesn't seem like it, because this reality is neutral. If you define something as perfect, even if it's not perfect, it will become perfect, because the gift that the universe, the gift that God has given to all of us is that everything is neutral. There is no meaning in life. There is no good or wrong. There is no right or wrong in life. That's why it gets confusing. But I'm almost getting a visual now of you working in some sort of factory or lab. Obviously, most of you don't do that. But I just get this vision of you, like, there's a vision Spirit's giving me of you, like, welding. You ever see someone with, like, the big blue flame and, like, the mask, and they're very smoky? And it's like, this person's life sucks. Like, the person who's welding, like, it's like they're not happy, it sucks, but they have a good attitude. And someone walks in their office, and they're like, Libra, how's the welding going? And you're just like, you take off your mask, and it's like, you're just like, perfect, and you? Like, that's the attitude that you need to have. Like, even if it doesn't feel perfect, almost like a sick, dark humor of just being like, if someone asks you, like, how's it going today, Libra? You just got to be like, perfect, and you? And the reason also, it's a deeper reason why I'm like, perfect, and you? Like a sick kind of like optimism that people might think you're crazy. The reason why I'm also being channeled to say that to you is because you are surrounded by people who support you, but whoever you're surrounded by who's giving you unconditional love, it's either that they're not on your level of consciousness, and so they're not literally capable of understanding the dimensional or the general themes that you're going through, and so they're trying to expend their compassion, but maybe they have like a Christian background or whatever it is, and they can't, as much as they want to empathize with your experience, that they are literally incapable, and they may be incapable of empathizing with your experience based off of the crazy synchronistic things that you're going through that only you feel you can understand, or there's very few people in your life that can understand it, but you're not as close with them anymore, or you're not close with them right now. So this is all directly being, I don't even know how I got all that, but I did. And the big thing of this reading is definitely that someone wants to put something right with you. I get that this is an ex. This is either someone that you've been talking to in the past, or you just have unresolved trauma with an ex that doesn't necessarily want you back, but you're going to have to deal with it. For most of you, there's someone hitting you up. There's someone who wants you back. But Spirit's advising you to not go back. But hold on. Now, the next frequency you need more of is diving for the light. And so diving for the light is looking for the light in the dark, because in some sort of way in your life right now, Libra, you feel like you're surrounded by dark circumstances that are not very clear. Like, what I'm getting is you're surrounded by dark circumstances that defies clear understanding. And this is why Spirit had me talk about the 2-point of attraction thing. There's 1 point of attraction based off your own individual free will, thoughts, words, and actions. But there's a 2nd point of attraction having to do with your higher self, having to do with themes that you signed up for that you're not necessarily in control of. And what I'm getting from this reading is you're surrounded by dark circumstances that make no sense to you, but if you were to zoom out far enough and you were to look at your life from an objective point enough, it would make sense to you, but it doesn't right now. And so when things defy your clear understanding, you just have to understand that the universe hasn't forgotten about you. It's not like God, I'm just getting this visual of like some of you are thinking like God is focused on the autistic mystic and he's like writing all these spells and these beautiful blessings and he's watching down on him every night, and then like Libra is sleeping over here and God is not facing you. So some of you may have to process some sort of weird childhood trauma around how your experience with your parents you then project onto the universe and call God, but it's not, it's your own thing. Because most of the time when it comes to people's belief about the universe, belief about God, it stems back to their experience with their parents. So make sure that the experience with your parents, you're not projecting then onto the greater universe at large. And I'm getting that a lot of percentage of Libras actually are doing this, but are convinced that you're not. So you may really want to deeply look at it. And that's an individual process. That would be an individual reading for every single one of you. So make sure that you're not projecting the experience that you had with your parents onto the greater universe at large, because for some reason you're surrounded by dark circumstances that defy clear understanding. But there's always, okay, let's keep going. Yes, so I just get one of those typical confusing Libra weeks where you're like, what the hell? But I'm telling you, you're going to get through this. Things will get better, but there is a trap for you here that I want to help you avoid. When it comes to your opportunity, you have the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands has to do with speed, open communication, even travel. Let it fly, right? Web fly. Like there's something here about just being open if you can, communicating. There is people that really you need to talk to that I get you're not close with them, or there's someone that you used to be able to talk to about spiritual stuff. You're not as close with them. You want to call someone. There's someone that you want to call or talk to that are not in your life maybe in the way that you want them or the way that you thought it would be, but they are in your life still that you're meant to talk to through this time. I just get that. It may be someone who you haven't talked to in a while, or it may be someone that you kind of just... For others of you, there's an opportunity to travel, and especially if you are traveling, I just think that it would lift your spirits. If you're in a financial position where you can travel whenever you want, I think taking a trip would really lift your spirits at this time. I think traveling would really help you expand your own perspective, because once again, the problem is you're surrounded by darkness that doesn't make sense to you. So maybe if you were to travel to somewhere that there's darkness, you would understand it in a synchronistic way, because once again, everything, it is a video game. There is no random thing. So like if you say I'm going to go travel to a random town, maybe you'll see some sort of experience of darkness that will let you know exactly why you're going through the experience of darkness that you are. But if you don't travel, you won't. Because you're not just traveling to a random town, you're traveling to a random town that is going to activate synchronicity, so therefore it's not random, right? So then in your challenge, you have the star. The star has to do with wish fulfillment, making a wish. It has to do with fame. It has to do with getting attention, a star, someone who's everyone pays attention to them. But less so than that, it more has to do for you, I feel, for regeneration, renewal, and someone wanting a second chance, someone wanting to heal something with you, or this is you wanting to heal someone from which cannot be healed. I don't know what this is. There may be you, like someone who you can't talk to, maybe they ghosted you, it's like first of all, the major challenge I'm getting for a lot of you want to heal something with someone who's not here anymore or who has blocked you. They're either literally not here, so this could be a grandparent that died, this could be someone who died, this could be someone who blocked you. There's someone that you want to heal something with that has either no capacity to have anything to do with you or blocked you. And the universe is saying, Libra, have an infinite abundance. A human being is a pin drop. So there could be some sort of clearing that you're doing when it comes to like that. So, like, because you can heal even if you don't have to talk to someone, right? It's like if you have ancestral trauma and you got adopted, you can still do your ancestral healing without knowing it. But there's something here about like you want renewal with someone who doesn't want it with you. Now, for others of you, and that's not your case at all, even though I feel like it is. For all of you, what I feel going on, or for others of you, I should say as a responsible reader, say it that way, but And then so the star in your challenge is someone I feel like from your past wants to heal things with you, but they're literally the devil. This may be a Capricorn, and this person is pretty, I'm not going to say they're messed up, but they're in it for themselves and they're not really healed and they want a second chance with you, Libra. So if I was looking at this from the perspective of a Libra that I know, Kim Kardashian is a Libra, maybe Kanye West wants a second chance with Kimmy K right now, and it's just not going to be good if she does that, I'd think. I don't know, sorry, yay. But, so it's like, I get it, for most of you, it's someone that you used to be sexually active with. For some of you, you were in a relationship with them. You're going to know who this is based off what I'm saying, right? And then it's like in your overall general energy, Libra, you have the Justice card, the Four of Wands, and also the Devil here in your overall general energy. For a lot of you, the first message that I get for some of you is that you're supported. There are people who actually want the best for you, but they're not on your level of consciousness, or even if they are, and someone could be showering you with love, unconditional attention, gifts, touch, whatever your love language is, you're getting it from someone. But even if you're getting it, you're like, is this all that there is? Why isn't this satisfying me? Once again, the cloud of darkness that doesn't make logical sense to you. That's what's going on. Because also, they're showering you with love, but only from a certain level of consciousness. So some of you, this could be your family, this could be a friend, that they're there for you, you appreciate it, but you're like, there's got to be more than this, because this is not really making me, I'm grateful for it, don't get me wrong. You are supported by someone or something. I just get the feeling that it's not really doing it for you. You know, it's almost like if an angel came in the room and said, I support you, you'd be like, ha 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 ha. But these people you're like, nah. So that's what I get. Now for others of you, and probably for all of you, for most of you, what I get, the main story here, that is the main story, but the other main story is that there's someone from your past that wants to put something right with you, that you were meant to be with them for a period of time. You may have even got married to this person, because the Four of Wands could have to do with marriage. Justice is about putting things right. Four of Wands is about harmony in relationships. And the Devil, I mean, that's toxicity. This is dependence, materialism, lack of awareness, not good frequency at all. There also could be someone who just wants to have sex with you. There could be an ex for some of you. I don't get this for all of you. They either want your money or your body if they're coming back for sex. Or if they're coming back. If an ex is coming back, they either want to do some weird business deal with you, or they just want to basically screw you and then leave. So I don't know. I'm not going to I just get that. I do get that, Libra. Because in your advice, you have the Strength card, the Seven of Swords, and the Page of Cups. I feel like it's related to that. We're going to have to see. Because here's the thing. And you have and you're really like, whoever this ex is, for some of you, they could be giving a million red flags. They could be like, hey, Libra, I might kill you in the middle of the night. And you're still like, well, maybe I should do it. I don't know why. Because the reason I'm saying that is because in what you don't see coming, there's clearly, at least you're considering it. Because in what you don't see coming, you have the Six of Cups, the Lovers, and the Queen of Cups. And so there's going to be a feeling, there's going to be a frequency of you overlooking the shortcoming of some sort of person that wants to be back in your life. This could even be a friend that you're giving it. It doesn't have to be a lover. I just get that it is for many of you. And even for a lot of you, this is a lover that wants to come back. They still think about you. They still want you, but they're just not integrated and they're not healed. And the frequency that you have with people who actually do support you of, this just ain't doing it for me. Imagine what it's going to be like with the person who actually doesn't want to do you good. It's going to be like, this really ain't doing it for me. But you're just so bored, or you're just so surrounded by this shred of darkness that you're just like open to it, because what else is there to be open to? Sit in my room and meditate, or just go out and spend a bunch of money, or whatever it is that you do to alleviate yourself of pain. So, okay. So you're open. There's definitely something with love. I mean, there also could be a closing out cycle of someone in your past. I don't know, Libra. When it comes to your advice, you have the Strength card, you have the Seven of Swords, and you have the Page of Cups. And I just get resisting some sort of schemer or resisting some sort of sketchy red flag. The Strength card is all about moving through a difficult situation with grace, but merging with your higher self, separating the ego from the higher self, realizing you have an animalistic nature, you also have a higher self, and hopefully moving in alignment with the higher self because you have infinite. You see the infinity symbol up here. I feel like there is an infinite amount of people that can come in and satisfy you. You just haven't met them yet, and I really feel that. So it's like, don't take that as a cute lyric, you know, because then if you take it as a cute lyric and you don't integrate it, then it's like your whole life is screwed because you're missing the thing that I'm actually saying that would be serious, but I'm saying it in a confusing way. And this whole rant is actually just emblematic of your confusion in your life. And so I just feel like there's someone that can't be trusted. They already screwed you over. You shouldn't take it back, Libra. I know you're bored. I know that, I know what it is. They're very alluring. They're very sexy in their dark Capricorn energy. But, you can't. It's just, come on. But then it's like, I really don't know what to say besides resist your temptation of an immature person. Because that's all it's telling me. All this is telling me is resist the sketchy or save yourself from getting hurt. Like, all it's saying is resist the sketchy immatureness. I mean, anyone can be a tarot reader. All of you, none of you motherfuckers saw it. Resist the sketchy immaturity, but none of you can synthesize it like this, or you could. I'm so stupid and deterministic. I'm the devil. No. What I was gonna see, that's what the devil does. And then I was gonna make a good point. I got in my ego, and now the good point is gone. And so that's what happens, folks. Don't get in your ego because you'll miss blessings that are right there for you. And so, God damn it. Let's go into the clarification portion of this reading to see what's really going on here. Oh, yeah. So the thing I was going to say, because I admitted guilt. Oh, no, this is my Catholicism conditioning. What's true, what's not. Let me channel it for Libra. I'm in it with you, at least for the next 10 minutes. And so you have the Seven of Swords. I feel like, why did none of you laugh at that? That's awkward. Okay. At least you laughed at me laughing at the magnum. The Seven of Swords in your advice, right? The Seven of Swords is talking about you removing yourself from a situation that could cause you a lot of harm. So the person is stealing these swords, not because they want to use the swords against anyone, not because they want to actually stab anyone, but because you don't want the swords to be used against you. And see, this is your little ex playing the harp coming back into your life. So I feel like Danny DeVito in the Always Sunny in Philadelphia. My life is, okay, this is the whole energy of your week. This is what you're going to be doing. My life is a lie. My life is a lie. Somebody's got to get stabbed. Okay, I'm getting a little too ridiculous here. But, if you ask me, how am I doing today? I'm looking to stab a mother effer, you know what I'm saying? I get that. You know what? I'm going to conclude this reading before I get any more ridiculous. This is what's going on. I hope that this helps.